everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Planet Build. And welcome back to Sunshine Scandinavia, part 6. Now, we are kicking off immediately with the speed build, because today will be a short video. And we're just going to add some buildings to the section that we built last time. And I'm going to add a plaza where the guests can enjoy something to eat and something to drink. And we're going to cover up some spaces between all those pathworks, and afterwards, when the speed build is finished, I'm going to show you guys some things that I've added in later besides this speed build. Now this section over here was a just a lost section because it had the swimming pool where the two flumes eventually came out. So I was thinking, what can I put in this small area over here? So I used a pre-built building that is already in a game from the resort theme. I added in a small section with some square walls, and then placed a toilet inside it because many guests were complaining about the fewer toilets that are in the park, so I had to add in more toilets for those guests. And when I was playing this game in the last video, when I did the walkthrough of the Viking theme area that I made, I saw a lot of people like walking that they needed to go to the toilet. So that was a trigger for me, like, okay, I need to put in more toilets. So this is the first one, and there's also going to be one in the plaza, and there's going to be one in later on in the section where I built the changing rooms. Now for the lazy river that is going on top of this path and actually goes through the volcano also. I also wanted to have some environment on the same level as the lazy river, and I think those big rocks, the Mediterranean rocks, and the foliage does well with covering up the lazy river. The lazy river has to have a little bit more theming around it, and I do want to cover up the dark brown edges that it has, the wooden dark brown edges. So I'm probably going to add in some custom borders for that one. Yeah, I just have to add in a lot of foliage to this park to not make it look like one big concrete space with some swimming pools. So yeah, therefore I use a lot of foliage in those rocks, mostly foliage because I love the greenery in this game, and I think I'm kind of excited to see what kind of foliage there will be when any DLC comes out. When you compare this to the level of foliage the Planet Zoo game has, it still has a long way to go. So. And for people who haven't seen part 5 of Sunshine Scandinavia, as I said, I did a Viking area over there, and I'm trying to look for a sequence where I can show you guys the building of some attraction areas and the building of this swimming area. So I'm probably going to do that video by video, just showing you guys a different type of build. And for those already seen a lot of my videos, you might recognize me using all those pre-built buildings because I'm actually not quite good in just building such a building like this from scratch. So therefore I use a lot of pre-built buildings that are in the game, and I'm quite happy that there are a lot of pre-built buildings in the game. And I sometimes do watch the workshop and see what other people are building, and try to copy that or use one of those blueprints, and sometimes make just small adjustments to that blueprint. Now for this plaza over here, as you can see, I'm placing those resort walls, and I use them as a floor pattern. I was struggling a lot with the floor pattern, and I want the same floor pattern that I had over in the Viking section, but it wasn't that smooth, so I used these elements for the plaza over here. Otherwise it would just be one big open space with those concrete floors. And I do like the color on those concrete floors. It fits perfectly with the swimming area that I wanted to create. But it does need a little bit more detail in it, and sometimes yeah, it has to, you know, this breaks the space a little bit in half, so you get a nice plaza now over here. And this is also a thing that wasn't in this swimming pool area. I had some snacks and some drink stands over at the two swimming pools in the second area of the swimming area around the volcano. But it didn't have a big area where you can have where you have a lot of choice of what you want to eat. So therefore I added in this this plaza over here. And I have to say that I'm getting quite used to the path work in the game. Sometimes I do struggle when I want to merge different types of path together. Mostly, or especially in this case, when I got the natural path, which I used for the beach area, and then I got the, I'm not quite sure which one it was, but I thought it was the gravel path with the brown color, the light brown color, and then on top of that, I wanted a different type of path also running through the gravel path. So that sometimes glitches, and I sometimes don't get what I want from that path work. So and as I need to say, honestly, I was struggling with the ideas for the rest of this swimming area, and in this case, yeah, I had to think about it quite a long time what I was going to make for the third section of this swimming area. So in this case, I went for the plaza over here, and then later on I will be adding a swimming pool with some flumes in the back, on the back of this plaza. And I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of the swimming area. I want to create something unique, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to create, but maybe something with a lot of triggers in it, a lot of water jets and stuff like that, some water explosions, and so I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do that and where I'm going to do that. But I do got some ideas of what I want to build on the backside of this swimming area, and there will be a similar type of theming for an attraction area. And I do want a coaster in there which is highly visible from the swimming area over here. Now, like I said before, this is just a small video regarding this plaza that I'm building. I do attempt to make longer videos for you guys, just to showcase the things that I can build. But I don't have a lot of time right now. It's kind of busy at work. The holiday season is there, and I work in the retail, so it's quite a busy period right now. So therefore, this short video. And I'm actually not quite sure, because it's called Sunshine Scandinavia. So let me know if it's illegal to also add a area over here where I use the Mythic and the Olympic theme, or that it should be just the Viking and the tropical scene. So I'm still in doubt about that one. And so there you have it for today's speed build. As I said, this was quite a short one because I only placed the plaza over here. But something I didn't show you guys in this speed build is the entrance over here, which is the second entrance for the swimming pool area. I had to adjust some things over here. First of all, the entrance for the staff area, which was actually connected to the main path for the guests, and I didn't like that it was on the main path for the guests. There's actually an entrance for the staff area over here in the swimming area, and now the second entrance has built for this area. The staff does not have to walk that far to enter their staff area, so that's over here. And then in addition to this second entrance, I've also placed 2 changing rooms over here and a body dryer, because that was something that oh, there's actually a tree growing out of this one. I need to remove that tree, place it over here. Something I did learn from placing the first entrance is that there is no changing room for the guests in the area of the first entrance, so I need to add a building probably in the next 2 or 3 videos over here for the guests to actually change to the swimwear, because now they have to walk all the way over here to find their first changing room. So that's why I added in that those changing rooms over here. And then you got the plaza where you can have something to eat and something to drink. And I was struggling quite a lot with the pathwork. I wanted the same thing over here on the plaza than I had over here in the entrance for the Viking area. But over here it's nicely curved, and the shapes just go around the other path quite well. But somehow the curves that I wanted in this section over here didn't turn out quite well, and they were not as fluid as they were over in the Viking section. So therefore I used these the wavy resort wall decoration. I put them on the ground. I put them on the ground and added a planter inside of it, and then you got a nice little plaza for the guests to enjoy their snacks and their drinks. Now, for any future updates, I am going, as you can see here, I've already laid down the pool. I'm going to add a huge pool over here with some water splash elements in it, and also some flumes around it. And just to see how those flumes will interact with the environment and the point of view of the guests, I placed those 2 flumes already down over here, or the first one over here and the second one over here. I didn't want a big flume on this side, because otherwise I thought when I would place this one, the bigger one over here, it just blocks the view when you go down to the main path. So a smaller one would be better in this section, and I'm probably going to add a custom one also over here. And then an idea that I got for the back section over here, which will be the probably the end of the park over on this side. You get the boundaries of the park already over here. This will be a similar themed area as the swimming pool, but then for attractions. And what I want with the pool over here is that I want a coaster in the background, where the coaster will run through this section of the swimming park with some sort of wave elements in the track. So when you get the point of view on this side or from the pool, you see a nicely blended in coaster with some wavy track elements in it. And I think that combines those attractions perfectly with the swimming pool area. And also something that I added in this video but didn't showcase in the speed build are those two flumes over here. Both are the same, but the only difference is that this one is transparent and the other one is not. So if you're a thrill seeker, you can you're probably going to use this one, where you have a nice view of the swimming area over here when you go down on this flume. And the last thing I do want to mention to you guys is that the platform for those flumes are inside the cave. And I do need to work on the cave, but that will be done in a future video. So you got a simple pathway right now over here, which runs down all the way to the flumes that are on the left side of the volcano over here. The station for the water coaster is still on this side, but since Planet Coaster added in those, or Frontier added in those double stations for Planet Coaster 2, I want the loading station on the same level as the station for those two flumes, and then the unloading station for the water coaster will be somewhere on ground level. Otherwise you always have to transport back upwards to the station, and that's not something that I want for the guests to see. So you got the loading station on top, then you got a big drop probably in front of the volcano, and then some scenery through the volcano before you actually unload at the unloading station and return to the main plaza of the swimming pool. So that is it for today's video. Stay tuned for part 7, where I will be working on this swimming pool area over here. And as I said, for now, this was just a short video, just building this little plaza over here, the entrance over here, and some adjustments to the staff area on this side. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye bye.